Sometimes all it takes is one person to stop and care, one person to say, "You still matter." That's all Margareth needed. When rescuers first saw her, she didn't bark or move. She just lay there quietly on the cold ground, her eyes full of pain and confusion. It was like she had already given up on life. Her body was thin, her fur patchy, and her spirit almost gone. But if you looked closely, there was still a little spark left, a small sign that she hadn't completely lost hope. When the rescuers lifted her up, she didn't fight back or growl. She just stayed still, as if she couldn't believe someone was finally helping her. They took her to safety, wrapped her in a blanket, and gave her food. The moment a bowl was placed in front of her, she began to eat, fast and desperate. Every bite told a story. She had been hungry for so long, but what she wanted most wasn't food. She wanted to feel safe again. That day marked the beginning of Margareth's second chance. Her rescuers took her to a warm, quiet home where she could rest and start healing. They gave her soft blankets, gentle baths, and small meals so her body could get used to food again. At first, she didn't know how to react to kindness. When someone reached out to touch her, she would shake. When someone called her name, she didn't move. It was like she didn't believe any of it was real, but the people caring for her didn't give up. They spent hours sitting near her, speaking softly and letting her take her time. They didn't rush her. They just stayed, showing her what love looks like, one gentle moment at a time. Slowly, Margareth began to change. Her tail wagged slightly one morning. Then a few days later, she looked up and made eye contact. That was the first time anyone had seen her eyes sparkle, not with fear, but with trust. Her rescuer started to notice small improvements every day. Margareth began to eat on her own, take slow walks around the house, and even nap in the sunlight. She still got scared sometimes, but she was learning what comfort felt like. A few weeks later, she did something no one expected. She played. It was just a tiny nudge with her paw, but it was her way of saying, "I'm ready to live again." Bit by bit, she started to heal. Her fur began to grow back, her body got stronger, and the sadness in her eyes slowly disappeared. Her rescuer said it was like watching a flower bloom after a storm. Each day, she looked more alive. She learned to love belly rubs, warm meals, and naps on soft blankets. She started greeting people at the door with shy little tail wags and playful barks. A month after her rescue, Margareth looked like a completely different dog. She wasn't the scared, silent pup from that first day anymore. She had become full of life and joy. She ran around the yard, chased butterflies, and rolled in the grass. Every time someone called her name, she came running, tail wagging, eyes shining. She had learned that love wasn't something to be afraid of. Her transformation amazed everyone. The same dog who once hid from people was now trusting and happy. She'd stand by the door, waiting for her rescuer to come home, and jump with excitement when she saw them. She finally understood that she was safe, loved, and wanted. Today, Margareth lives in a home where she's treated like family. She sleeps on her favorite blanket, eats well, and spends her days playing and exploring. Her fur shines, her eyes are bright, and her tail never stops wagging. She's proof that even the weakest hearts can grow strong again with love and patience. Margareth's story is a reminder that kindness can change everything. She wasn't broken. She was just waiting for someone to believe in her. Because of that one act of love, she got to start over. If Margareth's journey touched your heart, give this story a like or share it. You never know. Your share might help another forgotten soul get their second chance too.